Stay well. Keep
Yo, yo, yo.
If you have a Twitter or something and you want to talk, shoot me a message, but that's not the answer.
We got Trey stream in the back. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, yo, yo. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? I'm trying to get the music up in the background. Oh, that is pretty loud. Let me get this going. Yo, yo, yo. Let the chat fill up a bit. Who's in here? Drop who's in here. Let me check the live chat. Who's this one in here right now? All right. Well, whoever you are, I appreciate you hopping in. Today, we're just hopping in for Power Hour. Jeez. Yo. All right, guys. If SPY continues this bounce, let's see where we could end up, okay? SPY and IWM getting the pushing up AMC, of course, because AMC is one of the stocks in the IWM ETF. What is this bounce for? As of right now, I haven't seen any type of news to trigger this bounce, but I can tell you that the sell-off is definitely because of the Ukraine and Russia, of course, the uncertainty going on in the market. And with uncertainty, any push is usually unsustainable. So we'll see what happens here. Overall, with AMC, it's just following the IWM. Now, there's a few things that I saw that was a bit weird for AMC that I kind of wanted to go over. And you know already, right? In pre-market, at 4 a.m. on the dot, Eastern Standard, you have this drop on AMC. It drops a complete dollar. It drops from $17.80 down to $16.70. So over a dollar drop in about a 2-minute period, 2-minute candle. And the same thing had happened on the 14th. And I just think it's very weird because if you go back to the 14th and look at the data before that, those were the highest shorted days, the 10th, the 11th, and then you had the weekend and then the 14th. And it seems like they just do some sort of price testing tactic on Monday pre-market or beginning week pre-market, which would be Tuesday because the market was closed yesterday. All right. So overall, what we're working with is the SPY was selling off. We are waiting for it to either bounce at 427, it did bounce at 425, but if it broke below, then you would have seen about $420 on the SPY. AMC was selling off with everything. Also, AMC utilization sitting at 100% still. Why is the price suppressing to the downside? Obviously, uncertainty. You have some people selling, but also there were shares borrowed that are not updated on any data platforms that you see. Okay, shares borrowed can be borrowed and not used against the stock right away in an instant. So they were holding these shares over the past few days to press us to the downside. Now, if you've been keeping up with the channel and the price predictions, you would have known that we expected this. We expected a bloody day today and possibly tomorrow. And the reason for that is because we have this zone at $17.20 all the way down to, I would say $14.50, but now it's looking like about $14.75. Okay, there's this zone where you're looking for a bounce, and this is just based on history repeating itself, right? You've seen the same thing happen in May where it sold off and the last candle wick hugged as support for the previous resistance, and now you're kind of seeing the same thing happen. Of course, a bit of an oversell because of the market conditions, right? And there's also a couple other things that I wanted to go over in tonight's video, like the Bollinger Bands with AMC, the decision zone overall, and the red to green move that's happening, okay? I just overall wanted to hop in for about 10 minutes on Power Hour. This live stream's been going for 5 minutes, so thank you all for joining. Let me know if the music in the background is overpowering at all. AMC currently trading at $16.79, down 6.2% on the day. Let's check how GameStop's doing. GameStop barely had any volume, okay? But GameStop is green on the day. Remember, GameStop had the same pre-market things that happen, right? That complete drop. So GameStop's went from $121, and in 1 minute candle, it went down to $116. A $5 drop in a 1 minute candle. These aren't natural, and they happen at the beginning of the week pre-market, which is super weird. I think it's price testing for when the music is good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it seems like market makers or whoever is causing some certain things going on are price testing for something big to come. And you can see it. You can see it. If you look back on February 11th pre-market, you see the first candle that you have, the first two candles in pre-market at 4 a.m. It happened this week too, okay? Beginning of the week, you see that $2 drop, $1 drop, $2 drop, and then GameStop, a $6 drop, $5 drop. It's not natural, and it seems like they're doing some sort of price testing. Now, if you also, okay, real quick, we're going to go over this, and I know I don't have it pulled up here, but the Bollinger Bands overall for AMC, okay, if you use the Bollinger Bands, I know not a lot of people use it, but the run-up into $20, they came close together, and then they expanded. And as soon as you've seen the second run up to 70, the same thing happened. And right now, the Bollinger Bands are coming close together. And that's just adds one little set of something that adds to our theory that it's going to moon soon, that it's going to move soon, okay? Move or moon. And also, there are a few things that come into play that I want to go over in tonight's video. Let's see that live chat. What is this? I love AMC all in, my friend. Donnie the Ape, as well as you, I love AMC all in, which leads me to one of my points that I wanted to talk about, right? And I know I've gone over it a few times, but the people who freak out and watch 1 minute candles, please, if you can't control yourself, just don't watch 1 minute candles. It's not for you. It's not a good idea, okay? Don't watch day to day like everyone else does if you're gonna freak out. So overall, price has to play itself out. It's not an instant. Right now, we're in this descending bull flag right here, and we're looking for a break to the upside. We came down into this zone that we talked about in yesterday's price prediction video, 1720 to about 1475 or 1450, and we're looking for a bounce out of that zone. Now, this could go one of two ways, hopefully to the upside. That is ultimately what we're looking for. Upside, bringing a break over 2150 as confirmation, and for squeeze confirmation, you'd look for a break over about 26 to 36. There's a $10 range right there to see how big this squeeze is going to go if it's actually squeezing. Also, is earnings on March going to make a difference? Adam. Okay. If historically, right? History repeats itself. The last earnings we had, you've seen AMC price kind of plummet after that slowly. But every earnings before that, let me tell you right now, okay? The earnings back here in May, okay? Earnings back in May 2021, you had an increase of 700-something%. That was when we went to $70, right? And then you had another earnings, okay? This earnings was in August, and it brought the price up 50-something%. And then the most recent earnings brought the stock price slowly to a slight decrease. I don't think that was caused by earnings. With this upcoming earnings, I could be wrong, but this could be the best earnings that we see for the stock overall, and I don't see any reason that it would be bearish on the stock. There's no reason, right? Okay, fundamentally, AMC under $20. You shouldn't. I don't see the reason for shorting it in general. Okay, that's besides the fact. With earnings coming up bullish, it's usually presses the stock even higher, and just the fact that AMC has been doing insanely good as a company, it's a good thing. Now, the funds who are short on this stock can expect the same thing that I just said. And according to Lou and according to a few other people, the squeeze is going to happen somewhere around March 3rd, and that is because they're cleaning their books, transparency is kicking in, And then right after that, earnings is coming up. And then also you have a very, very small options chain, which is less risky for gamma squeezing. Overall, that could be a reason you see a bleed right now, is that they're getting ready to let the price run up before all of this come into play. Marking down March 3rd in my calendar, then yeah, you can mark it down, or you can set alerts, or you can have your eyes glued to the computer. But overall, guys, it has been 10 minutes. Tune in for tonight's video. That is all I got for the live stream. Just wanted to come in and hang out for 10 minutes. And yeah, market's looking good. AMC is getting a bounce. Tune in for tonight's video, guys. I love you all. It's going to be dope. Lottery stocks out. Let's get this